Have you been through an abortion or thinking about an abortion? First, hear my story and my experience of an abortion. It includes 2 abortions for 2 different reasons with 2 different outcomes. When I was 18 years old and my high school sweetheart of 2 years became pregnant. She chose an abortion through Planned Parenthood. I didn't know that abortion would affect me, but it did. I thought to myself, God can forgive anybody, but He can't forgive me. And for some reason, I believed that lie from the devil. So, for 7 years, I lived a very painful and destructive life. But then something happened. One day, and I did not want to exist anymore, I was at my lowest, a song came into my heart. I never heard it before. And the Holy Spirit got a hold of me and says, no, God will forgive you if you just ask. With tears in my eyes, I did that. I asked God to forgive me. And immediately I saw that child in heaven, and I knew that when I go to heaven, I will know that child, and that child knows me. And that brought me so much joy and peace, so much happiness. That's a day I will never forget. Let me tell you my second abortion. My wife at that time and I had just celebrated knowing that we were going to have our second child. And the worst thing a man can hear from a pregnant woman is, honey, I'm bleeding. So I rushed her to the hospital and they gave her a shot immediately. Hadn't seen the doctor yet. Bleeding stopped. What seemed like an hour or so, we had not seen the doctor yet, and an ultrasound technician comes in and performs an ultrasound. And of course, like any typical person, we were saying, what do you see? And of course, as trained, the technician said, the doctor will be in. We waited again for what seemed like an eternity, and finally a doctor came in, and we know she had tears in her eyes. She said, I'm sorry to tell you, but the baby is tubular and will need to abort. She says, but I want to try and wait until 7 in the morning for when the surgeons come in for them to do it. That way there's less damage. She said, I'll leave you be. Immediately after she left, we had peace, unspeakable peace come over us. And we knew that that baby would be fine and that the mother would be fine. So she got dressed and we started going down the hall towards the exit, and the doctor stops us and she goes, wait, where are you going? And we said, we're going home. She goes, you don't understand. Your wife can die. We said, not our God. And so we left. It was about 1:30 in the morning. And immediately she started calling the prayer chain for church. And we know within 15 minutes there was at least 40 people praying for us. We got home and we just prayed silently. We were at her doctor's office right when they opened the door, and we explained why we were there. They immediately took us back, and the doctor performed another ultrasound. And she said, the baby's just out, and it'll be fine. And she said, I can see where it was conceived halfway up the tube. Now that's God. That is God working miracles. And today we celebrate our child's 18th birthday. That's my son, Caleb. What I hope you will take out of this is if you're somebody that's had an abortion or something else just as bad, and you think God can't forgive you, don't believe that lie. God will forgive you. Jesus Christ says, all sin and slander is forgivable except for blasphemy. All sin. Blasphemy is denouncing God. So just ask God and He will forgive you. And if you're thinking about getting an abortion, most abortions are performed out of fear. The mother is afraid that she won't be able to provide for the child. Sometimes they're afraid because they feel like they're too young. But fear is not of God. He will strengthen you. And if you get more information, which Planned Parenthood is not going to give you all the information, if you arm yourself with information, you will not have fear. Go to an organization that is pro-life. Seek them. You'll be amazed at how many organizations will help you and how so many resources will help you. You might change your mind after 9 months. You might decide to keep the baby. If not, there's thousands upon thousands of parents wanting to adopt. If you have a story to tell, write it in the comments. If you need someone to talk to, email me at whatsthetruth.anyway@gmail.com. What's is plural. whatsthetruth.anyway@gmail.com. May God bless you and give you peace.